UFC press conferences absolutely stink at the moment. I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to try and give a few things I can do, try and revert the UFC press conferences back to the glory days of the McGregor era. I think people kind of forget. People forget, man. The reason why people tune into press conferences is for entertainment. I don't care how your fight camp is going. That's for the media days. They do media days and they question the fighters. If you want to know how someone's fight camp is going and make a prediction based off that, watch the media days. I don't want the same questions from the media members talking about, how was your fight camp? Do you plan on winning this weekend? And they will ask them if they plan on winning. What are these questions? And that leads us on to point number one. The media members are morons. They ask the dumbest questions possible. Oh, hi Dana, when are we going back to insert location that we've never been to? When are we going back to Russia? Russia are in an active war. We're not going back there for at least a decade. I think the media members kind of forget that they're meant to stir the pot with the fighters. You guys dictate the direction which the press conference will go. And they're not doing it. They're just asking dumb questions. Like, for example, let's take the UFC 317 press conference. The media members are just Spanish guys who want to talk to Ilia Topuria. And they're just having a nice chat with Ilia. The press conference is meant to hype up the fights, with the two fighters go have a little bit of back and forth, and be entertaining for the thousands of people that turn up in the stadium, and the tens of thousands of people that watch from home. There was about 35,000 people watching the Tom Aspinall press conference. Nothing happened. The media members didn't set up anything. They didn't ask him any questions. They didn't line him up to try and maybe go at John Jones, maybe talk about how the fact that Cyril Gane has ducked Tom Aspinall in the past. Aspinall turned up to France to try and get a call out. And obviously, Aspinall's a nice guy, and he's a little bit boring on the mic. And same with Cyril Gane, he doesn't even speak English. But can we at least try and set up some storylines here? And then point two, the fighters don't have mic skills anymore. It's like they're physically told backstage, be as boring as possible. Don't try and hype up your fight whatsoever so anyone cares about your fight that's taking place. Just UFC 14 was a fucking fever dream, man. Because we had Gene Silva versus Bryce Mitchell. They were hyping that stuff up. There's a back and forth, and it made it the most exciting fight on the card, bar possibly the main event. The press conferences in the UFC should be a time for fighters to have back and forth and promote their fight for the weekend. Yet that's not happening. It's just a bunch of people sat on stage going, it's been a good fight camp, and I feel like I'm gonna win this weekend. Yeah, I plan on winning this weekend. Like, promote your fight. Have some back and forth with your opponent. They're acting like they're not about to get into a cage fight, beat their opponent up and knock him out. No mic skills from the fighters. The best one that we have at the moment in terms of mic skill, Dricus du Plessis was quite good, but he did nothing at the 319 press conference, so that was a little bit of a letdown. Renato Moicano's good, I guess. I mean, we get a little bit back and forth with Renato Moicano. And obviously, they don't all know English, so it's kind of a little bit difficult with that. But the fighters need better mic skills. Can we get a little bit of media training? I'm talking maybe just 10 minutes in the back saying, please, for the love of God, try and sell your fight. Get more people to tune in. This is a business we're running here. Paramount Plus has put in $1.1 billion a year. Can we try and at least promote your fight that's taking place this Saturday? Please. So when we talk about what can we do, if you hype up your fight, you get a bonus. Tell them, if you hype up your fight and it's the most hyped fight in the card and it's the fight that people are excited for, we'll give you more money. Can we get that? Maybe some financial compensation for guys who make their fight big. Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva. That was for the love of the game. Okay? If they had a nice little, 50 grand, 100 grand incentive, hey, we're getting some actual genuine promotion out the UFC. Also, on top of that, what else can we do? We can maybe replace the media members with some genuine, competent MMA fans and not just guys who hate their job. Can we replace these media members with guys who care about the sport? Because currently, it doesn't seem like they do care about the sport. They're just rocking up and asking the same questions every bloody time. Can we get some, storylines going? But yeah, that's my little rant. All I'm saying, Paramount Plus, you better start fixing things because you put a lot of money into this. You're putting in $1.1 billion a year. Let's try and get some promotion going. Anyway, that's my little rant. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Goodbye.